All right, so I didn't realize how late it was last night, and a little too late to get my wire. So went and grabbed it this morning, and we're going to get started back out here. Finish up all my sandwich pieces and put the last bit of wire up, and then we're going to do the tin and move our chicks. All right, so the wire is done. In case you didn't notice, I made that last little bit of wire way harder than it should have been. My first cup of coffee is not working yet, and I had to have my son up at the airport in Atlanta about 7:30 this morning, so we were up about 5. And I've had a few cups of coffee, but they're not working. Finally got it all worked out in my head, and now we can finish up our trim and get started on our roof. All right, so this shows you a little bit better what I was talking about closing this gap up, because the tin's going to sit right here on these purlins. So if I put these trim pieces underneath, you know, just made one long trim piece, even though it would have looked better, it would have left the gap from the tin, a 1-inch gap, which you'd be surprised the amount of things that can get through 1 inch. So I cut these shorter so that when the tin sets up, this is going to close that gap. So could have done maybe a little bit, you know, made it look a little bit nicer, but that was just the easiest and fastest way to take care of it. So I got to do the same thing on the other side, and then finish the last bit of all the trim boards here on the back side, and we'll go from there. All right, so for this spot where I didn't hit an upright, I don't really have much to nail to there to put an upright in. So I'm just going to take the wire here that the hardware cloth was rolled in, and I'm just going to lace it up. It's kind of like a corset or a shoelace. And I've got my little hook here. I'm just going to hook it and get this all together so I don't have to worry about anything going in that way. Alright, so normally I would use hog rings. However, I ran out because I use them so much. I'm almost never out. And this will do in the midterm till I make it back out to the store. Pick up some hog rings. We'll put some hog rings in there, but that's actually really, really tight and secure. So I don't think I have to worry about anything getting in there. And you guys know me, I like using what I have laying around instead of always trying to go buy something. You can usually get it done. All right, well, there we go. All of our trim is up. I'm gonna go staple. I'll let the wire overlap. Just kind of make it a little bit stronger around the corners. But we've got all of our chicken wire is now sandwiched. Now sandwiched nice and tight between two boards with big nails. And all we really have left now is tin, one piece of trim right there, and our latch. And it will be time to put our chicks inside of the Taj Ma Coop. If you guys remember, back in the fall we went to the hunt camp, that old abandoned hunt camp, and pulled tons and tons of tin off of the old buildings. So my next step is to pick out some pieces of tin and get up to the get it up there to the coop, which isn't far. Just going to carry it so we can start putting this stuff on. we got us a roof. You saw me had to trim this off. I just I'd put those purlins up, didn't measure it exactly, so I would have had like 3 inches of wood hanging over, which wouldn't have been good. But we got us a good roof up there. Price was definitely right, free. All I gotta do now is trim it up, and that won't be too hard. But that's almost a complete coop. Now it's just a little bit of pretty work and getting us a latch on there. And you guys can see how I made these boards come all the way up here to there, so nothing can really get in there. Overall, I think it turned out pretty good. Definitely pretty good for an old chicken coop. Actually, it's not even a chicken coop, just for the pullets, for the little guys. So let's get our latch on and some pretty work done. All right, everybody, so if you remember, my original plan was to use this like sled so I could pull it around. I was able to lift this with the tractor once. I've put some more weight on it. So this is going to tell the tale whether I can take those 6x off or whether I need to leave them on there, which will lighten it up even more. And then I'll be able to move it around much easier. Well, what do you know? I got lucky. I can pick it up. Don't have any weight on the back of the tractor right now, but it will pick it up, so I'll be able to move it around much easier. And I'll take those 6x that I've got under there. Alrighty, so I thought I was going to be able to finish it up this time, but we'll have to do another day on it. It is Sunday and I need to spend some time with my beautiful wife and my daughter. My son is in Florida visiting his grandparents and going to talk to his new ROTC colonel down at Florida Tech. I've still got to get a carabiner here to go in our door. After I picked it up, I was a little bit worried about everything shifting and coming unsquare, but this thing's pretty sturdy. We still have to clean it up, sweep it out. I am going to get some silicone to seal up the bigger cracks where I'm worried anything might be able to get in here. And I also need to have some muscles. Like I said, my son's not here because the brooder box I built, which is going right here, is heavy. So I'll enlist the Robert to help me wrestle that thing in here. I don't want to have to put the baby chicks in here. Well, they're not chicks, they're pullets now, but I don't want to put the pullets in here and then have to get them all worked up when I bring the brooder box in. So we'll just do it all in one shot. But on the inside, everything looks pretty good. It's all nice and secure, tight. It is, Robert's right, it is pretty nice in here. It is actually really nice in here. So the other thing I've got to do, which I'll need a little bit of muscles for, is we got to clean up a spot to put it. And really just need to clean this area up. So we're going to be cleaning this area up. I'm getting a handy dandy new tool I'll show you guys. as much tin as we cut, I'm getting one of those cool little snips that go on a drill, so I can take care of this, cutting this tin up easier. And as far as the trim work, I didn't do all the sides, but I did on the front, because that's what's going to be seen. I mean, it is a chicken coop after all. But I think that all in all, this thing turned out really nice. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure like, subscribe, and share, please. And on the next video, besides just showing you how big those chicks have gotten in the past couple weeks, kind of crazy, I also have some other surprises that have shown up here in the past couple days around the homestead. So we will see you guys next time and show you how everything goes with the cleanup and moving the pullets and our new surprises. Thanks for watching, everybody.